it off. Turn it off! Turn it off!
Meanwhile,
back in April, Expedition 33 was released, seemingly out of the blue, but it still managed to take the gaming world by storm. A small dev team that previously worked over at Ubisoft proved to everyone that for a game to be successful, a studio doesn't need a big budget nor a dev team comprised of hundreds of devs. All a studio really needs is passion and love for what they do, and of course having a certain quality to the story they want to tell. Of course, the claim of basically, oh, 30 devs made this in a cave with scraps is but an exaggeration, as even the studio themselves have said that they employed many external contractors for their animation, their QA, localization, and of course for their incredible music. The achievement still remains very impressive, however, as the dev team still remained under 100 people and the quality of the game was still superb. So while yes, it wasn't just 30 people and was something like closer to 50, this was still a remarkable achievement that showed the gaming industry where their priorities should lie, and that massive budgets and enormous dev teams don't just magically guarantee fans will love the game, nor does it mean the game will be a massive, profitable success either. It is now October, and Sunfall Interactive has announced that the game has managed to sell 5 million copies, something not many modern games can claim nowadays. All we hear are numbers of concurrent players, how many players were active on different consoles, how many people activated the game, and so on, but never real numbers about how many copies were actually sold. But this isn't the case here, because real success has no need to hide or distort the truth or try to tiptoe around this question. Real success is stated loudly and proudly, like in this case where the announcement was something as simple as, hey, Sunfall Interactive, how many copies did you guys sell? 5 million, and we couldn't be more thankful to you, so here's a free update with extra stuff that we're planning for you as a thank you, and we promise to deliver more games like this in the future. Next question, please. Unlike the answers we've been getting recently with studios saying things like, oh, we had 2 million activations, or oh, the game was so successful actually, we had 1.5 million players across all platforms. Expedition 33 had no use for any of that frivolous and gaslighty nonsense statements whose only purpose is to deceive and try to make the game sound like something it truly isn't, or like it has achieved something it hasn't even come close to. So here's what Sunfall Interactive will be giving us as a thank you for our support and what they've promised for those who come after. The team has expressed their gratitude for our support and will thus be offering a free update which will include a new playable environment, meaning our group will be taken to a brand new location, and new enemy encounters and surprises for us to discover will be available as well, though no details have been given as to what this new storyline could be about aside from this teasing picture. We were also promised challenging new boss battles for late game players to overcome, which really gave me Simon PTSD, I'm not going to lie. But I am excited to have my bat handed to me once again and to also have my patience tested once more. New costumes will also be available for all members of our expedition, adding even more costumes to the already extensive wardrobe our characters have in the game already. And of course, new localizations will be available in many new languages as well. Other than that, we've been promised there will be more to come, which is more than appreciated as the team hasn't been, just resting and, enjoying their overnight success, which they really do deserve, but they have also been working very hard to keep on improving the game and overall experience for us throughout this successful journey of theirs, so that's even more commendable. They have also already announced that the game will be getting a sequel and that this was but one story in this universe, which is hardly surprising considering the massive success of the game and also the endless possibilities available in this universe. I mean, we explored painters in this installment, but writers are mentioned near the end of the game and Clair promises to fight them and so on. So I'd love to explore that aspect of the universe as well, and maybe even musicians as well, to be honest, especially since Verso's and Alicia's talents seem to lay elsewhere, specifically in music and writing respectively. So I'd be very interested in seeing what they do with these two things as well. So I feel like the more apt term would be that the game will be getting a new installment, as a sequel would suggest a continuation of this story, which seems highly unlikely, to be honest, considering how the game ends, unless this new update adds something new to the story. Who knows? Personally, I would love to see the same characters and see them develop even further, but if we get new ones in a completely new setting and story, I still wouldn't mind, as the team has shown I can personally trust them to write a story I will really enjoy no matter what at this point. So whatever they choose to do, I will surely support them either way. At least that's what I'm feeling right now, especially since I really loved Expedition 33. So I really am curious and I really have a lot of faith in them about, delivering an equally, if not even more impressive story. So for everyone that enjoyed Expedition 33, the news are incredible because not only will we be getting a new free update with a new storyline, but we will also have the next installment to look forward to in the future. Personally, the game really affected me, as I have been on both sides of the metaphorical canvas, let's say, and I can understand both sides, and I believe it really helped me heal that wound a bit more for me. And I loved the game so much, I got platinum on it, which I only do for games I really truly like and enjoy. But even if you cannot relate to the story on a personal real life level, then the story is still intriguing and immersive enough to keep anyone engaged and invested in it, and I would of course recommend it without a question. But even if someone is looking for a fun, beautiful game, this still checks that box for sure. Of course, there are people who won't like this game too, obviously, as everything is a matter of preference and taste, so the only people I would not recommend this to would probably be anyone who doesn't like turn-based games, QTEs, and of course those who really can't handle or like melodramatic storylines. Other than that, the game is really satisfying, enjoyable, funny, and entertaining in many ways, and I'm very happy the studio is getting the love and success they so deserve, and I cannot wait to play the new update and see what they have in store for us in the future.
Shut it down. These brothers my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die.